This would be a 6-lap race. The riders lining up there. The marshal giving a green signal to the starter box. The grid is ready now, and the 5-second board is out, and it would be lights on, and it's a start. The race has begun, and a brilliant move there by Sarthak Chauhan. Sarthak Chauhan had a good start and has taken the lead there. Sarthak Chauhan leading the race from P2, now moving on to P1. A brilliant start by Sarthak. Sarthak has taken a good lead and he's moving on to turn 2. On P2 now is Kevin. Oh, that's a good lead by Sarthak. Hope he holds on to that lead and only increases. On P2 is Kevin. The riders are now moving on to turn 4. These riders are really quick. The bikes are extremely fast. The riders do a lap time of close to 150 to 155, and sometimes they have even gone to 1 minute 49 seconds. That's the race leader there, Sarthak Chauhan, and there's a close fight for P2 and P3 between bike number 3 and bike number 2. Sorry, 2 leading the race. It's bike number 3 and bike number 1. On 3 is Varun from Chennai, and on 1 it's pole setter Kevin. The riders are on lap 1 and end of sector 2. The standing is Sarthak leading, followed by Varun, and on third place is Kevin. There has been a move at the S bend by Kevin on Varun. So Varun is now moved on to third place and Kevin on second place. There is a close battle for the second and the third place, where Sarthak is making use of this fight and taking his lead further ahead. At the end of lap 1, it's Sarthak Chauhan leading the race, followed by Kevin and Varun fighting for the second and the third place. Now Sarthak having a clear 2 seconds lead. Sarthak actually making full use of the fight between Kevin and Varun there for the second and the third place. Oh, there has been a fall. The rider is safe. We'll update the rider shortly as we are unable to see the number. And as you see on your screen, it's Sarthak Chauhan taking the lead, followed by Varun and Kevin. On your screen is bike number 4, Jeffrey from Chennai, taking the turn 4. Fastest lap of the lap set by the race leader Sarthak Chauhan at 1 minute and 54.380 seconds. Followed by Kevin and Varun on the race grid. They are on second lap of the race, and that's Sarthak there. Sarthak has now increased his lead close to 2.5 seconds as he moves on to the end of sector 2 of lap 2. That's the race leader Sarthak Chauhan. The bike that crashed was bike number 9 competition AS James. The rider is safe as we see he's walking around. On your screen is bike number 4 rider Jeffrey. The leaders are now completing the second lap as they come to the home straight. On the lead is Sarthak Chauhan on competition 2, followed by competition number 1 Kevin, and on third place is Varun. Sarthak now increasing his lead to 2.5 seconds, followed by Kevin, and on third place is Varun. Finishing 4th on lap 3 was Jeffrey on 4th place, and on Charan T on 5th place. On your screen is the race leader Sarthak Chauhan there, followed by Kevin, pole setter, and on third place is Varun from Chennai. Sarthak sets yet another faster lap time, and his time now is 1 minute 50.997 seconds. As mentioned earlier, these bikes and the riders are capable of going below 1 minute 50 seconds. We have another 4 laps in this race, and we would definitely see that happening. Those are the race leaders there on your screen as they come onto the back straight. That's Sarthak Chauhan on competition number 2, followed by Kevin, competition number 1, and on third place is competition number 3, Varun. These riders have been going through rigorous training over the last few weeks here at Madras Motorsports Racetrack. And that fight for the 4th and the 5th place between Jeffrey and Charan. The riders now completing the 4th lap and entering the penultimate lap. Sarthak Chauhan leading the race, followed by Kevin, and on third place is Varun. There's a close fight for the 4th place between Jeffrey and Charan. On your screen is the fight for the 4th place between Jeffrey and bike number 10, Raj from Trichy. The race leader Sarthak Chauhan, all of 14 years on your screen, followed by Kevin, and on third place is Varun. And that's the fight for the 4th place between bike number 10 and 4. On bike number 10 is Raj, and on bike number 4 is Jeffrey. That's the fight for the 4th and the 5th position as the riders move to turn 5. The race leader is now on the back straight, led by Sarthak Chauhan, followed by Kevin, and on third place is Varun. Followed by Raj and Jeffrey in 4th and 5th place respectively. The riders now moving into the 3rd sector. The riders now completing the bridge complex and entering the last corner. That's the race leader coming in on the start finish line, and now Sarthak Chauhan increasing his lead. He is now leading the pack by 2.4 seconds from his nearest rival Kevin, who was a pole setter. And on third place is Varun from Chennai, who was gone behind. He is 2.5 seconds behind his nearest competitor Kevin. So all the top 3 riders are separated by 2.5 seconds each. It should be a comfortable ride for all 3 of them, and as we saw in the previous race, if there are no mistakes done, they would be able to hold on to their respective positions. As we've seen in the past, they might close in and there might be a close competition for the top 3 position also. The riders and the machine are capable of doing this, and the fastest lap is now set by Kevin in the previous lap of 1 minute 50.766 seconds. That's 0.2 seconds faster than what Sarthak had set in the previous lap. All probability, now that Kevin is not fighting with Varun, he might close into Sarthak. We are on the penultimate lap of the race as the riders come into the last sector. On your screen is the race leader Sarthak Chauhan from Pune. This is the 2nd season for Sarthak on this bike, and so is for Kevin and Varun. Sarthak there on your screen taking the last corner, entering into the final lap of the race with a lead of close to 3 seconds, followed by Kevin. My mistake, I expected it to be a 3-second lead. No, he is actually been closed in. Kevin is closed in. It's just a 1.7 seconds gap between Kevin and Sarthak. Will Kevin be able to catch up with Sarthak in the final lap? Time to watch that. 1.7 seconds is quite far distance to catch up. Varun 3 seconds behind Kevin there on the third place, and on the fourth place is Raj, and on fifth it's Jeffrey from Chennai. On your screen is Varun on third place at turn 4 into the sector 2, and on the far end we see Sarthak, Chauhan and Kevin there in first and second position respectively. This is the last lap of the race. The riders are on the back straight. Last lap of the race, Sarthak holding on to his position. Sarthak had a brilliant start, and from the start he is holding on to his position. He took a brilliant start and at turn 1 made a move, and he is been on the first position right from turn 1 of lap 1. The riders are now on the final sector. Kevin is closing in, but is it too late for Kevin to catch up? We'll have to see. There's one more corner to go, and Sarthak leading the race. Kevin trying to close in, but it's going to be too late for Kevin. And that's Sarthak Chauhan taking the checkered flag to win the race, followed by Kevin in second place. But a good ride by Kevin. He reduced the gap to 0.3 seconds. At one point, it was Sarthak leading by close to 2.8 seconds and Kevin close in. And the fastest lap is also set by Kevin at 1 minute 49.206. Viewers, I did say that this mission and riders are capable of doing below 150, and they did do that. Kevin set the fastest lap of the race at 1 minute 49.206 seconds.